long hair brown. Yeah. He's just strong and earth so long. Don't come from this.
Yeah. Anyway, how you guys doing tonight? My name is Kevin. I got a lot of nicknames. I go by K-Dog Bass. So I play some bass. And my name is Toon, back from the high school days. Toon. It's a boom. Whatever. But anyway, I don't know if you can hear the song in the background, but man, oh man, that song brings back so many goddamn good days. We used to go to this club called Victor's. We had our bolo ties, Z Cavaricis, sliders on. We were dancing. I mean, we were just dancing. Every girl loved us because we had Z Cavaricis on. I mean, we were the shit. I mean, you couldn't dance with us because we're like, oh, we got the tabs, make it roll all night. I mean, shit. That was a limelight. That was the shizat. I mean, there's times I like trolling. I mean, people don't even know what that is. I mean, some people do. Like, you take some acid, some shrooms, some cocaine, and some ecstasy, and you were out for lunch all night. You like, I mean, you're like MC Hammer on acid. But anyway, yeah, those were the good old days. The good old days. Crazy, I tell you. But anyway, stop again, baby. But everything I do with you, I'm alive. But anyway, long story short, let's dim the light a little bit. There we go. Now we're in the mood. Are you ready for some good laughs tonight? Are you ready to laugh a little bit? You might get a ha-ha, or a hee-hee, or a hoo-hoo, 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 ka-choo. All right. Anyway, let me refresh my palate real quick. Anyway, I don't know if you guys heard or not, but I heard this joke the other day. It kind of like, it made sense, and then again, it made me laugh. Inside and out. Inside and out, inside. Anyway, so it's called the Holy Land joke. Goes something like this. So anyway, a husband and wife go to the Holy Land with the mother-in-law. Okay? So they're experiencing the Holy Land. They're walking through Jesus' steps. And, oh, look at that. Oh, look at that. Oh, wow, look at this. But anyway, a tragic story. The mother-in-law, she dies. Like right there, plain sight. And the husband and wife like, oh my God. They don't know what to do. So, you know, the ambulance comes and la-di-da. And then this other guy comes up and he's like, hey, so sorry for your tragic loss, your mother-in-law. And we can bury her here for $150, or you can take her back to the States for $5,000. The husband's like, look at the wife, and they're like, no. We're taking the mother-in-law back to the States. Yeah, we're not burying her for $150. Anyway, dude's like, he's like, it's so much cheaper if you bury her here. It's $150 in the Holy Land instead of having her shipped off to the United States for $5,000. And he's like, no. He's like, there's no way in hell that I'm burying my mother-in-law here and put her 6 feet under the Holy Land, because anything you bury here in the Holy Land dies for 3 days and it comes back to life. There's no way my mother-in-law. No, I'm not doing that. Hopefully you get it, but yeah, it's pretty funny. But anyway, I just want to say happy Friday. Happy Friday. Get your Friday on. Get your Friday on. So yeah, long story short, it's been a long week. I know y'all have had a long week. That's why I'm here. To make everything nice and beautiful. Beautifulness. Beautiful. Just absolutely gorgeous. So, does anybody, you guys ever have dreams? I mean, seriously, have dreams. Like, you just dream some shit. And you're just like, man, that don't make no sense. That don't make no sense. That just don't make no sense. So anyway, I had this dream, I don't know, about maybe a month ago, maybe 2 months ago, something like that. Anyway, I was an astronaut. Believe it or not, I was an astronaut. Astronomical. Oh, yeah, unbelievable. Unbelievable. But yeah, so I was like, I was with this Chinese dude. So the spaceship takes us up into space. Our agenda is to fix a satellite in space. There's something wrong with the satellite. So they dump us off in space. I'm in my spacesuit. Me and this Chinese dude. So we're like, we're getting to the satellite, you know what I'm saying? And we have to fix it. So I got my astronomical tools. We're trying to fix shit, you know what I'm saying? And I look at Chinese dude and like, hey, can you give me a wrench? He's like, okay. So I'm trying to do whatever. But the spaceship that got us there just takes off. I'm like, wait a minute. And I look at Chinese dude, he's like, I'm like, they just left us in space, bro. I'm freaking out. He's freaking out. He's talking Chinese. Even though he's Chinese American, but he's talking Chinese. And he's like, okay, and I'm like, yeah, man, we're fucked, dude. We're in space, and yeah, we only got so much oxygen, and yeah, we're freaking out. And then I see the International Space Station down below. I look at him, I'm like, hey, man, we gotta get down there. So we're like swimming in space. I don't know how you navigate in space, but you know, we're swimming towards the International Space Station. We're trying to get down there quickly as possible. So we get down there, and then we're like, yeah, like that. They won't let us in. They won't let us in. So I'm kicking it, like boom, boom. Yes, in there. God dang, we're gonna run out of air. Ugh. I'm looking at Chinese dude. He's like, oh my god. So I start punching him. Well, anyway, they won't let us in. So I'm like, great. Now we're just gonna die in space. But somehow, some way, in my dream, we get caught in the atmosphere. Gravity starts pulling us down. I look at Chinese dude. He's like, oh, yeah, we're gonna die. And I'm like, yeah. So now we're falling like 300 miles down. We're just like, I mean, Earth is coming close. I mean, we're like, oh my God, we're just gonna, I mean, give me a heart attack or something. So anyway, long story short, somehow, some way, we landed safely on Earth. We're like, wow, we're safe. And the Chinese dude said, I'm like, yeah, man, my amigo, yeah, all right. So we're walking along, and then here comes this farmer guy, some hickory dude. He was like, hey, man, I see you guys fell down, and I'll take care of you. I'll take care of you. And I was like, cool, man, because we're like really thirsty. We are so thirsty. So we go up in the farmhouse and whatnot, and we're in our space suits, you know, looking around like, what the hell? I mean, of course, we're like, took off our mask, like, yeah, breathe air. All right, great. So we walk up in the house, and I'm like, hey, man, thank you for taking us in, but I'm really, really thirsty. And he's like, what do you want? I said, some water. Yeah, water would be great. That'd be absolutely perfect right now. He's like, oh, no. We do not drink water here. We have no water. We don't believe in water. So I don't know what you want to do. I'm like, I look at the Chinese dude. He's like, I'm like, hey, man, I need to use the bathroom. Because I'm thinking they got a sink, water. I'll drink out of the faucet. Yeah. So he was like, yo, you gotta go number 1 or number 2. I was like, I need to go take a piss. And he's like, you can go outside. I was like, wow, man. All right. So I go outside. So I'm pissing, looking around. Like, this is weird, man. So anyway, go back inside. I was like, hey, man, you got anything to eat? Because I'm like really hungry. Well, at this moment, his son's coming down the stairs. And he's like, and his father says, hey, son, what's wrong with you? He was like, Daddy, I'm thirsty. He's like, here, drink. And I'm like, wow, he's giving him something to drink. But mind you, it's yellow, it's pee-pee. They're drinking their own urine. I'm like, holy shit. He's like, yeah, man, we drink our own piss around here. It's vital for you, it's good for you. We call it gold. I'm like, oh, wow, man. We are really screwed here. And then I asked the guy, I was like, what year is it? What year is it? And he's like, oh yeah, it's 2030. I'm like, wow, we're in space in 2023. Now it's 2030. What the hell happened? So the Chinese dude goes, oh, Kevin, I'm going outside. Will you come with me? I was like, yeah, man, I'll go with you, amigo. So we go outside, and he's like, hey, man, I'm out of here, dude. I am freaking out of here, dude. This is so weird, blah, blah, blah. So he just walks off in the distance. I'm like, hey, my amigo, my padre, my everything, my only friend that I ever knew. Now he just left me. And then the farmer dude comes up to me. He's like, hey, man, I'll take care of you, man. We'll get you set up tomorrow. You can work with us. And I was like, dude, I am an astronaut. I work for NASA. I make like millions of dollars a year, and I need to get back to NASA. And he's like, oh, no. There ain't no NASA here, dude. Yeah, I don't know what the hell you're talking about. But I got clothes for you. You can change. So I'm just like going with it. I'm just like, I can't drink, I can't eat, and I do not want to drink piss. And yeah, I'm like, what the fuck is going on here? So anyway, the homeboy takes me to this weird broke down mall or something like that. They're doing some construction inside this mall, and it's not like your typical mall. It's weird. It's like I walk in there and there's like holograms and people talking without talking. They're using their minds, and I'm like, I just want to go home. I'm out of my realm. Yeah, I was in space, but that was a whole different story. And now I'm really in space, and I'm like, oh my god, I'm starting to have a freak out. But the only thing that saved me, to be honest, I had to pee, and I woke up. I was like, oh, thank God. Because that dream was just like going nowhere, and I was getting really scared. You know what I mean? So, here's another dream. This one will blow your mind. So, I'm at a fucking resort. I'm hanging out by the pool. Things are going good, you know, waves, people dancing, drinking, sunshine, la-di-da. And then this dude comes up to me and he's like, hey, there's a bad storm coming, and we need to get everybody inside because it's really bad. Yeah. So I was like, oh my god, what the fuck? So here you see this big black cloud coming. I'm like, oh my god. So people are like running off the beach, and I'm like, yeah, everybody get inside. Yeah, we're gonna die. And the waves start getting bigger, and the wind started whipping, and I'm just like, holy shit, I need to get the hell out of here. So I'm on the 5th floor of this condo thing, so I go to my room. I'm like, all these waves coming in, whatever, and then it all fucking, it was weird. Everything just stopped. Everything was back to normal. I couldn't believe it. So I come down to the lobby, electricity's on it. I mean, everything's fine. It just seemed like a tsunami just went through, and everything's fine. Whatever. So, yeah, so I go downstairs, and the lady's like, are you okay, Mr. Hodge? I'm like, yeah, everything's fine. And then, so, lo and behold, there's Will Ferrell. He comes up to me. I'm like, dude. I'm like, what's up, man? He's like, yeah, man. So he's like, come outside with me. So I go outside with Will Ferrell. And so we're sitting in the breezeway on the park, that little bench thing, and they're in the drive-through of the hotel. And he's like, hey, man, have you ever heard of RES 10? I was like, no, dude. He's like, yeah, man. I'm coming up with this idea for the elderly. It's called RES 10. It's refined, established. No. Refined, established. Oh yeah, stability. RES 10. Refined, established, stability. So it's a program for the elderly, so to make them feel secure, make them feel like they're not afraid to go out in public. So the RES 10 regimen is for people to feel like they will never, ever, ever be afraid of not having some kind of security. So Will is like, he's like, yeah, we just got to make this commercial, Kevin. We got to make a commercial where the RES 10 is effective, and the elderly will be become a member. And it's only like $19.99 a month, you know? So I was like, yeah, so I feel what you're throwing down, because, you know, we got the elderly people, and they need the security, they need stability, they need to be fine, they need to feel confident, you know, grocery shopping, etc., etc. And he's like, well, why don't you try to pitch it? So I was like, all right, fine. So here I go. I was like, if you don't have RES10 in your life, you need help, because RES10 is here to help the elderly, to make them feel secure, make them feel like they can go out in public and not bat an eye. They can just do what the hell they want and go grocery shopping, go to the movies, go to a drive-thru, just, you know, do everything, things that normal people do. So I went up to this one lady. She was Carlisle. Her name was Mrs. Carlisle. I said, Miss Carlisle, how are you doing with your retirement? She's like, oh, Kevin, I'm so scared. I need some stability in my life. And I was like, well, you need RES10, lady. And she was like, what is RES10? I was like, it's refined, established security. 10. That is power. And she was like, oh my God, that sounds interesting. What's it all about? I was like, well, lady, I said, RES10, refined, established security. Okay? So if you have that in your life for $19.99 a month, you'll have an Uber driver take you anywhere you want, take you grocery shopping, etc., etc. If you need any kind of help, we'll have even a person that will be like a mandate, like just live with you and take care of all your needs. If you have depends on, let someone change your diaper. If you need sex, we'll have an RES10 agent to fulfill your need. He could be 20, he could be 40 years old, but you will feel comfortable in your establishment. And she was like, oh my God. Mind you, she's like 78 years old or something. She's like, I haven't had sex in 20 years. And I was like, yes, RES10 will make that happen for you, lady. And she was like, I'm down. $19.99 a month? I will pay. I will pay. But anyway, and then I woke up and yeah, that was just a weird dream. I mean, it was just getting really out of hand. I was like, what the hell's going on here? And then I had a dream the other night with Joe Pesci. It was weird. I'm laying in my bed and I hear this honking noise. Honk, 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 honk. I'm like, oh my God, it's like 2 o'clock in the morning. So anyway, I go outside and there's this van and Joe Pesci is driving. He's like, get in, Kevin, get in. We gotta go take care of business. I'm like, oh, this can't be good. Because I'm thinking Goodfellas, you know what I'm saying? I'm thinking, we gotta go get somebody. We're gonna fucking bury this dude. Yeah, sure enough, it turned out to be that kind of scenario. And I was like, okay, what do you want me to do? Shoot this guy or are you gonna shoot him? He's like, what are you, pussy? And then, yeah, so then I woke up. But yeah. But anyway, I hope you guys like my dream stories. I mean, I got a lot more. I think I should start writing them down or something. But anyway, I love you guys. You guys have a good night. Peace out. Chicken grease.